Medicaid.
In the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services.
Medicaid has been the ACA's clear success story.
So Medicare and Medicaid, they're, of course, very different programs, but what they have in common is that they're programs that were started by and continue to operate by the federal and state governments and provide healthcare to a lot of people who, if not for those programs, would have a really difficult time getting access to healthcare.
We talk about the additional names, that's important. But what is also important are the over 100 million people, 125, 150 million people who have expanded benefits at lower cost and more access under the Affordable Care Act.
Recent Center for American Progress report found that closing the Medicaid coverage gap, so in the 12 states that haven't expanded Medicaid, there's a Medicaid coverage gap where about 2.2 million people can't access Medicaid because of the state that they live in. Closing that gap would result in 7,000 lives saved per year. It would result in 50,000 fewer evictions. It would result in a $2 billion reduction in medical debt.
But there was obviously a large increase in financial status, that people were much likely to have unpaid medical bills or to declare bankruptcy, that was a big help to their mental health in terms of concerns about money.
There's a lot of problems with immigrants not being able to access services. And the sad part about it is that once somebody is in the U.S., they're sort of the public's, responsibility. And people say, oh, we don't want to, send a lot of foreign aid to other countries. Once somebody is in the country, they're your neighbors.
States can basically say, we know that this is really expensive and a lot of people need it, but we don't have enough money to cover all of it. So we're just going to make a lot of people wait, or we're going to limit how much they get. There are a lot of different ways to sort of limit government expenditures that end up limiting people's ability to get health care. How much you have to spend on medical care and your own health status affects every other aspect of what you do in your life. So having health care, we're one of the only industrialized countries where having health care is not a right, that it is a privilege.